Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. Currently, we are on Season 4, Episode 13, The Ever-Burning Fire, and Season 4, Episode 14, Earth's Last Stand. And pretty obviously, there's a big likelihood that we might actually get the ending of this space arc in this video, judging by the name of the second episode that we're gonna be checking out today, Earth's Last Stand. I'm assuming that's probably gonna be it, but I'm not 100% sure because I again have some knowledge about certain storylines that we are still yet to see in this show. And my assumption right now is that probably the first half is gonna be the space arc, and then the second half is gonna be those other things. Whether that's gonna be the case or not, though, I guess we're gonna have to see in this reaction. But I also assume that the first episode, the Ever-Burning Fire, that we're gonna be getting into, I think it's gonna be an episode that I've actually seen before. Probably the only episode, or the one of two episodes that I have seen of this season, and I'm expecting to be the episode where Raph gets his new turtle, but again, I'm not exactly 100% sure. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But as usual, before we get into the reaction, I do want to remind you that you can get a full-length version of this reaction over on my Patreon or onto my Ko-fi account, both of which are linked down in the description below. By subscribing at the specific tag that I've created for it, you get access to all of the full-length reactions that I've done until this point, which is pretty much almost all of the episodes of this show, outside of like the first 4, because that's when I started doing full-length reactions. So it's not the full thing, but it's close to the full thing, so there's that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's get into episode 13, The Ever-Burning Fire, in 3, 2, 1.
Miss Master Splinter.
Okay, so next episode is definitely going to be the episode where we finish off this arc.
We can finally go home.
You would think that they would do it in a two-parter, but
it's a long way to the ZZ
it doesn't seem like it.
Galaxy. Even warping is taking forever.
Yeah, I'd say the far edge of the known universe is a long way.
The planet itself is Magnemar, which translates as Planet of Ever-Burning Fire. Bleep. Oh man.
What is with Fujito's bleep thing? I thought he stopped doing that. I thought that was just a thing for one episode.
There are 6 great cosmic monsters in the universe.
Oh, it's literally just on the ground. Wow.
Come on, come on. What's the holdup?
It's stuck. It'll have to be a manual op. We need a clear landing spot. How about over there?
So, where is this Toka creature, Professor?
Somewhere close by.
Toka?
React quickly with
Donnie, report. Who fired on us? I did.
Lord
You're still alive?
Idiotic mutant Terrence! Oh, not him again? Seriously?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Think that you can escape my wrath?
So, are we gonna be solving those two storylines in these 2 episodes then?
Triceratons, heed me!
Renegade trick. Why would
Are they gonna work
stop
together?
to contact the Triceraton Empire?
Oh, that hurts! I am royalty, you fool! And I know where the final fragment of your adored black hole generator is. The Terrapins are on their way to get it.
Perhaps I was hasty, your royalness.
Oh, that's better.
Can you just die already?
Whoa! I need some telekinesis.
Hell yeah. Man, April has become kinda OP.
Why won't you just let me end your pitiful life? Is that an egg?
Yes, he is getting it! Oh, he's so cute!
too close to the bad lava, little fella. Better stay with Uncle Raph for now.
Aww. I love it. I love Raph, man.
Guys, look.
Wow. A baby turtle? What'd you do? Lay an egg down there?
Aw, look. He's almost as cute as me.
Hey, I found him first. Hey, little guy. If I knew how to find your mama.
I think we all know where his mama is. I think you're standing on her.
Wow, that was awesome! Good save, Raph.
Good save, Raph. Holy shit! That's a big one.
Oh, man. Hey, little guy.
That thing is actually kind of cute.
It is. It definitely is. Uh-oh.
This little creature is the monster's baby.
Toka's a mom?
Aw, that's adorable.
It is. Phil, you gotta run.
No charge for babysitting.
No charge. Oh, that's so funny. Excuse me?
Welcome back.
Apologies.
Excuse me?
Just stay on Drake. Don't let him escape.
Guys, is she coming after us or Dreg?
She can fly?
She's gonna ram our ship.
Okay, it's not going after us.
Ugh, she's still after Drake. Oh no. Drake's heading for Mozart's destroyer.
Okay, this seems kinda epic of a finale, it seems like. Of the story. To a certain extent, at least. It's epic enough, at least in my eyes.
You vile.
Guys, the Triceratons are firing rockets straight into that dwarf star.
Surely they would not be so foolish as to trigger the destruction of that dying star. Oh, what am I saying? Of course they would.
Yep. Holy fuck! No, Tonka! Please don't die!
Chompy was with her. And now he's gone.
Then who's this hitching a ride on your shell?
Oh, Chompy! Oh, little guy! You're okay. But what about Toka? She was just trying to protect the fragment. And Chompy.
What about Earth?
You were dumb enough to believe them, so bye-bye and never come back. Okay, this is not good. I definitely think now that the next episode is gonna be the final of this arc. For sure.
Done. The Heart of Darkness is complete, Captain. A scout, Sergeant Zog, has found another crime outpost. Excellent. Then we shall test the Heart of Darkness on our old enemies. Sir, I have also discovered something you will find amusing.
That it's their planet, the Earth.
Someone's trying to hack our monitors.
Drag again.
Terrans, observe. The black hole generator is complete. We are soon to test it on a planet you know all too well. A planet called Earth.
Shit. Yeah, definitely next episode is gonna be the final of the arc, which means I guess that today I'm gonna have to record at least one more episode because I really want to see what the storyline is gonna be after we're done with the space stuff. But yeah, okay, so Like I said, this episode actually didn't turn out to be the one that I remember watching. I guess I remember watching the other episode featuring the little thing. So I guess maybe the turtles are going to be in space even afterwards at some point. I don't know. I definitely remember something about the little turtle, but it's definitely not this episode that I'm remembering. Although I might have also seen it. Because I wasn't necessarily as shocked about the Tokka flying as I should have been. It felt kind of familiar. I don't remember necessarily seeing it, but it felt familiar that she could fly. But still. And yeah, I feel like this episode wasn't as enjoyable as probably the writers were intending it to be. But it wasn't bad. I just didn't really find it too enjoyable. Like, the most enjoyable thing about this episode for me was the little turtle. And I think that even shows through in my reaction, because that's the most entertaining reactions that I had in this video. The reactions to the little turtle. And it's a cute turtle. And I'm glad that Raph has a new turtle. And in my opinion, he's cuter than Slash. I like Slash, now that he's like a mutant and everything. But I think this little guy is much cuter, and I really like it. I like its design as well. In terms of a rating for this episode, honestly, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with like a somewhat lower rating of 8.1 out of 10. It was fine, but I feel like none of the pieces of this episode really fit together that well. Dreg's death feels kind of lame. I feel like if he died last episode, it would have been better. He didn't really need to be in this episode. And I think it's stupid that he got tricked so easily by the Triceratops. Like, he shouldn't have been tricked by the Triceratops like that. He's not that dumb. I feel like he's shown that he's not that dumb. But no, he just gets tricked, gets into a cell, and gets sucked out in space to die. I feel like that's a lame ending for that character. And I wasn't like big fan of that character or anything, but I just feel like that's a lame ending for it. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, fine episode, but we've definitely had better this season, and I'm definitely more excited for next episode. So without further ado, let's get into episode 14, Earth's Last Stand, in 3, 2, 1.
Finally get to see Dad again. Feels like it's been a lifetime.
We still haven't solved the issue that we
celebration.
went back in time
One last shot
for.
to stop the Triceratons, or we're not gonna have a home to go back to.
Leonardo is correct. This is our final chance to capture the black hole generator. We cannot travel back in time again. If we fail, Earth is doomed.
We'll do whatever it takes to stop them, even if it means sacrificing our lives.
What's wrong, Professor? I can sense you want to tell us something.
My friends, I must confess something to you. Something I couldn't reveal until you got to know me better as a humanoid.
Or until the plot demanded it.
What are you talking about, future dude?
You see, it was not the Krang who invented the black hole generator. It was
Me.
I who created it.
What? It can't be. No way!
It doesn't make sense!
It actually makes sense if you've seen the 2003 series.
As an energy source. But when Krang Subprime offered me a huge price to buy it, I gave in. I was greedy. I didn't care what they wanted to use it for. It was all about money, all about financing my research. And then I realized what a terrible decision I had made. I mean, seriously, come on. They're the Krang.
He's about to do something really stupid.
Yeah, because he's a dumbass. He's an emotional dumbass. More so than Raph.
Don't do this, bro! We need you up here!
Don't you guys get it? Fugitoid's just using us to get his black hole machine. I know what needs to be done.
Fuck you, Leo. Not everything is about you.
Leo, think rationally. You can't bring down their mothership with a scout ship. Now come on, we gotta save Leo! I've got him on scanner. He's right up ahead.
I think he's dead though. It's bullshit if he's alive, which I know he is.
Something, Donnie? His heart. Stand back! one-man missions. Leaders are called leaders because they're supposed to lead a team.
Sorry.
Wow, Raph is saying that.
Guys.
Just don't do that again. I'm just glad you're alive, bro.
So are there any changes to the timeline on Earth? Bishop!
Bishop, no!
Oh! So Bishop already knew them!
Might need some assistance.
Splinter!
And reinforcements! Yes! Guys, you do realize we're still in extraordinarily horrendous trouble, right?
So what do we do?
We kick their Jurassic.
Impossible! How did the turtles get back to Earth before us?
Here is my plan. While you six aid your past selves in stopping the Triceraton guards, I will capture the black hole generator with my tractor beam.
So, you drop us off on Earth and fly off with the generator alone? Forget it!
Leo!
Since you're hiding something from us, Professor, you're lying to us.
Cough it up, Fuge. What's
He's gonna have to sacrifice himself with the sheep to destroy the
It
thing.
will follow my exact plan, without question.
We can't make that promise, Professor. We're going to Earth, all right, and you're coming with us.
Oh.
I am not. And if you will not implement my plan, then you are no longer wanted on this ship.
No! No! Don't you fucking dare!
What's this?
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
I knew you were a snake, but stopping me from saving the world?
It is because of you Karai is gone.
Why did that change? Why? What changed that? What?
The timer is down. We win.
Good twist though.
Oh.
So, you time traveled back to save your world, which means I destroyed it the first time around, did I not? Now Mozart will win the second round.
Well, then we're gonna go for a third round.
Those guys are us from the future! No, dudes, you're us in the past!
Yeah, that is actually more correct.
No matter, I only need these.
I don't think those are gonna be enough, dude. Okay, so these two are having a battle now, huh? It feels good to be back.
I will rid the world of a vile monster.
No, we will do that when we kill you, Shredder.
The only monster here is you, Saki!
Good job, Splinter. Now kill him.
Master Shredder.
Oh no! Fugitoid's got the generator! It's what he wanted all along!
He said the only way to destroy the black hole generator is a combination of fusion and dark matter. Which means the
Him.
ship uses dark matter, and the Fugitoid is powered by a fusion core.
That's why he wanted us off the ship.
Yup.
He didn't want to steal it. He's sacrificing himself.
No! Fugitoid, don't do it!
Destroy the city now.
But isn't killing the Triceratons with this weapon right now gonna be a genocide?
Friends, and I love you all.
Oh, come on, don't say that!
Oh no.
I'm back!
So, what are we gonna do about this? The Earth isn't big enough for two Casey Joneses. Hey, back off, punk.
I don't know. I always kind of wanted a twin sister. Wow, me too. This is actually kind of cool.
It is, but
What? Fugitoid? He's back?
Wait, if there are two sets of us in this universe, then there would be two Fugitoids as well.
yeah.
Hello, my dear friends. My name is Professor Zayton Honeycutt. How would you like to go on a wondrous adventure?
Dude, that's so sweet!
Space is awesome, guys. And if there's one guy in the universe you can trust, it's the professor.
Thank you, Leonardo.
What?
Perhaps we'll all meet again in the future.
We'll miss you.
I think we must talk about this.
Later! Don't eat the Valerian muffins!
Gotta say, I've seen a lot of weird days, but this has gotta be one of the weirdest.
I'm so confused and I really want to talk about
For
it.
you, pal. I would like to hear some stories as well, my sons.
How about first thing tomorrow, Sensei? Tonight, I need some sleep.
I don't think he's dead. And also, like I said, didn't he just kill all of the Triceratons? Unless I misunderstood it, I think that's what happened. That's genocide. It very much is genocide. And like, while they definitely deserved it, it's genocide. Isn't genociding their planet the whole reason why they were after the Krang? And why they hate him so much? And now because they didn't kill the Krang, now we hope... I think we're gonna be having the Krang still, but also there was that episode in which we sent Krang Supreme to that other universe, I think it was. So, I don't know what the fuck is happening. And talking about not knowing what the fuck is happening, what the fuck is happening? I don't even know what to say. What? Okay. So, does this mean that now there's forever two versions of the Turtles and Honeycutt and April and Casey out there? Are they now time remnants? Because the current Turtles that stayed back on Earth with the suits and everything are the Turtles from the timeline in which Earth got destroyed. And it makes sense. They got taken by Honeycutt, traveled back in time, saved Earth, and now they're here. But then these Turtles didn't travel back in time, and now go with Honeycutt? But the Turtles preventing the destruction of Earth, doesn't that prevent the reason for why they would travel with Honeycutt and travel back in time in the first place? So that's a paradox. And if that event didn't happen, then these Turtles shouldn't exist. Right? I know that time travel is hard to grasp and wrap your head around, and especially every show and every movie or whatever has its own rules about time travel, but there are some basics that usually apply to everything. So by going by these basics, what just happened is a paradox. So the Turtles and Casey and April, who were with Honeycutt for the last 14 episodes, are living paradoxes, or more specifically time remnants, because the timeline from which they came from doesn't exist anymore. And also, what does it mean for these Turtles, April and Casey, going with this version of Honeycutt in space? Because does that mean that they're gonna go and travel back in time and still go for the parts? Because then, if they do that, that still changes the past, because they didn't see their Earth, their planet destroyed, so they wouldn't feel as like determined to save the planet. So their behavior is going to be different, or are they just traveling in space right now? Like, I'm confused. Can somebody explain it to me? And if there's any spoiler for a future episode that might actually explain this, please don't tell it to me, because I would like to be explained by the show, not by you guys. But if there's not going to be any explanation to this, can somebody help me wrap my hand around this? So now there's two versions of them in the universe, right? Because, like, the turtles that stay on Earth are paradoxes and time remnants. The turtles that went in space are now just in space, because if they travel back in time, they are screwing with the timeline again, and they do not become the turtles that just saved our asses. They become different versions of the turtles who are not as determined to save their planet. So, I don't know, man. I don't really think the writers really thought that shit through. Because it doesn't make sense for these turtles to stay on Earth. They should have disintegrated, and I feel like that would have been cool for that to happen. But again, it would make sense. It would mean that Honeycutt and April Casey would also have to disintegrate, or I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting to think about, though, and I remember being confused about this even back when I originally watched this episode, because this episode was definitely an episode that I saw when it originally aired in my country. I definitely saw at least like the ending. I didn't see the whole episode. I saw the ending where the new Honeycutt takes the old turtles into the ship, and it still didn't make any fucking sense, and it still doesn't. I don't get it. I don't know. But I kind of like it. I don't know. At least it makes me think. It gives me some kind of reaction, so there's that. But a lot of this episode felt like a clip show, I gotta say. It definitely felt like an epic finale, and I enjoyed it and all, but it definitely had a little bit of a feeling of a clip show. And I'm actually now curious, where are we going to be going with the storyline? Because we are back to Earth, and we're probably going to be dealing with the Shredder for the final season now. Because I don't think we're going to be getting that shit in Tales of TMNT, which is season 5, so... yeah, I don't know. This was a crazy episode, and I'm just still mind-fucked about what the hell was that ending, so... yeah, I still have to acclimate to what just happened. And in terms of a rating, I honestly don't know. I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Because it was an enjoyable episode. I felt emotional about the moment where Honeycutt sacrificed himself and everything. But it is just so confusing. And like I said about the clip show side of things, I feel like it was rushed through. I feel like this should have been a 2-parter, most likely. It definitely felt a little rushed, because the fight against Mozart, where they were supposedly kicking his ass, it looked cool and all, but it felt too easy for them to defeat him, you know? It just felt rushed, and it didn't feel like the turtles really overpowered the Triceratops. It didn't really feel like that, because like they had so much help last time and they couldn't stop it. Like, that episode was done really well in terms of the power difference between the good guys and the bad guys. And here, the turtles haven't really practiced to be better, haven't gotten more allies to help them. They just... I don't know, they just fought him and defeated him, and it was just way too easy. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just want to see what the next 2 episodes are going to be about, which is what I'm going to be doing after I'm done with this video. And since I don't think there's anything else I can say about this, I think we're going to end it here. So, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Shenches. Thank you guys for the support, I really appreciate it, and it means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you, because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't.
outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!